Else, a place in California you should never visit.
Chat, what's going on, man? Shout out to everybody joining in, man. It's Tuesday morning. And yeah, man, we are here constantly doing our part, fighting in this battle, um, in this spiritual war. Shout out to everybody that's showing up for themselves. I pray and I pray that, I meditate that all of you in this collective are actively taking this information and actively using it in your life. Guys, I need you to understand knowledge without implementing it, it's nothing. It's one thing to come here and learn this stuff, but if you're not actively implementing it and following through with it in your life, if you're not moving like you understand what's going on, then it don't do you no good. It don't make no sense to understand that there's forces, low vibrational entities that desire to steal your energy, but yet you still allow people to get you caught up in situations where you're being angry. You're still going around people who are influencing you to do negativity. They say, you know, one of the famous sayings that I like to talk about in the Bible, they say, God look out for kids and fools. Chosen one, you ain't either. You ain't a kid and you ain't no goddamn fool. You understand you in the matrix. You got full authority, full control over your life. When you choose to know and don't apply, that's how you die. You feel me? So I hope that a lot of y'all are taking this information and applying this shit into your life because you didn't find this for no reason. You know, sometimes I ask myself, would I go back to sleep? Would I ever want to be back in the version of myself where life was simple, where I didn't see the things that I see now, where I didn't have the understanding that I have now? And fuck no. I would never choose to be sleep over being awake in this reality. My life has changed tremendously because of how I perceive this universe, this reality. When I was asleep, I couldn't figure this shit out. I couldn't understand it. Thus, my life was hard, and I made decisions that constantly made my life harder. But now that I have an understanding of this, my life is easy, and it's only getting easier. Chosen one, I need you to wake up. I need you to implement the things that we talk about. I need you to see it in your life. You are the one, chosen. You're that one person in your family to change the direction of your bloodline. You're supposed to be teaching your kids the real way of life, understanding energy and frequency. You're supposed to be showing the ones that you love this information. You change everything, bro. Yo, shout out to the collective, man. We in here, man. It's a fight for souls, bro. It's a fight for souls. They want your soul, bro. What did Biden, what's that shit Biden was saying, right? You gotta listen to what these presidents say, man, because they tell you shit. Biden said it's a fight for the soul of the nation. The soul of the nation. What does that mean to you? This man is literally admitting and telling you it's a fight for souls. It is. There's a fight for souls, man. And if you are not aware, you could lose yours. If you are not aware that something wants to drain your energy, you will fall into it time and time again. I need you to understand knowledge without implementing it. It's like you never learned anything. So when we go over these things, I need you to put these things into your life in real time. And I guarantee you, your life will go up. Yo, shout out to everybody entering in Facebook. Good morning, Grand Rising. YouTube, good morning, Grand Rising. TikTok, good morning, Grand Rising. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. We got to talk about this thing, man, because I need you to understand exactly how the archons work. Because, see, I need you to realize your enemy knows you. Your enemy knows your nature. Your enemy knows what makes you tick. And so you got to understand your enemy. You got to know when these archons are around you, when they are dealing with you, when you got to be able to look at the people around you and can tell who's being used. This reality uses people close to you to fuck you over. It uses people close to you to drain you. And if you got unaware people around you, you're literally a sitting duck. Let's tap in, man. Let's talk archons, man. How many how many of y'all know what type of soul you are? Now, look, hold on. Before we jump into this, right? I gotta talk to my new folks, man. If you're new, go ahead and write new in the chat. Listen, you ain't found this live by chance, man. You ain't just stumbled upon this live. You found this live because you are the one. You found this live because you are the chosen one. And you've walked through that portal. All the things that you've been going through in your life have not been random. The chaos, the ups and downs, the good times, the bad times. It's not random, chosen one. Here lately, you've probably been going through trial after trial, trial and tribulation, making it through a lot of things. I need you to understand you've been pulled, you've been chosen. At this point in time, you are in position to take your life and make it the experience that you want to. It's been a hard life, bro. Sis, it's been a hard life. I don't care if you're from the hood or if you're from suburbs. It's been a hard life for all of us. Your financial, what see, people got life fucked up. People so worried about motherfucking money. Everybody's so worried about this shit. Money don't stop shit from being hard, bro. Money don't stop the depression. Trust me, I got money. And some days I'm sad. Money don't stop the anxiety. Money don't stop what's missing. It doesn't stop the losses that you've taken in your life. Yeah, you can go out here and get in $100,000 car. That shit don't change your heart. It don't change how you feel at night when you lay down in bed about things that have happened in the past. So fuck money. This is about the soul. And once you tap in with your soul, that money gonna come, bro. A lot of y'all out here chasing some shit that ain't gonna do nothing for you. When you get the money, you still gonna be feeling the same way. Trust me, I know. I was one of them people that thought money would change things for me. Yeah, it changed my finances. It changed the neighborhood I live in. But internally, I'm still dealing with things that I've been dealing with even when before. In fact, I feel like when I didn't have money, I was more happier. When I was broke, shit was fun. Life was fun. I could find fun and happiness in simple shit. It ain't the money that you missing, bro. It's your sovereignty. Ever since I've unlocked my sovereignty in my life, I've been dealing with myself better. All the traumas that I've experienced, I've been able to let them go. All the betrayals, all the crosses that I've experienced, the backstabbing that I've been through in my life. When I unlocked sovereignty, all that shit went out the window. I had relationships in my life that were used against me that I didn't realize. And this is why you got to understand your enemy. A lot of y'all out here stressing over relationships that are not meant to go nowhere, over a relationship that is not meant to last. I need you to realize if you're not with that person, you was never meant to be with them. You was never meant to stay with them. Life don't work like that. This is how life works. Whatever's meant for you, you will have, whether that's good or bad. That's how life works, chat. We in this fight for souls, man, and I need you to understand. Every day you wake up, you gotta get suited and booted and ready for this war because it doesn't stop. The intrusive thoughts, they keep coming. The mood swings, they come. The situations, they come. You have to understand what the war is that you're fighting. Because if you don't know what the war looks like, you ain't gonna know you in it. Shout out to all the souls in the building, man, all the conscious beings. If you don't know me, my name is Jay Originator, and I've been on the internet for a while. Yeah, I'm probably the internet's best kept secret. They've tried to bury me online. I've lost countless pages, but yet my collective, my community, y'all always bring me back, man. I love y'all. We got a real bond. We locked in, right? This is one of those lives that are life changing. And if you found this for the first time, it is time for you. You've walked through that portal. Now, guys, I gotta give you the sauce in here, right? In this chat, you gotta understand we are in spiritual war. When I'm doing this is me combating and doing my part in the spiritual war. You hearing this is turning you online, yes. And just like the soldiers in here, the enemy in here too. The enemy wants to distract you. The enemy wants to make a illusion. When you see them trolls in here, don't pay no attention, man. It's a distraction. They trying to distract you. They trying to get a reaction. It's gonna be a lot of trolls come in and out. That happens. Pay attention. Monitoring spirits are in here, so watch the things that you put in the chat. Let's tap in. Guys, we are in the battle for souls. I need you to understand. A lot of you in here have been reincarnating, reincarnating, and reincarnating. You've been stuck in this reality. This is why you're tired, not physically, but mentally and spiritually. How many of you sometimes you wake up and you just feel tired spiritually and you don't know what's going on? You feel you can sleep good and everything, but you just feel tired. You just feel tired. 111's in the chat. If sometimes you just feel more tired than what possible. It's because you've been going through this life for a long time, bro. This ain't your first life, sis. This ain't your first life, homeboy. See, you don't understand it, but you're dealing with trauma from past lives. Now, this is not all of you. Some of you are heavily energized. Some of you, you know, you don't need nothing but 2 hours of sleep. This ain't everybody. Everybody ain't in the same position. Let's tap in. Let's talk about it, guys. How do you know we in spiritual warfare? How can we tell? Right. First off, if you found this live for the first time, you already know you live in the matrix. You already understand that this life is an illusion. The physical is only an illusion. You understand this is the matrix. You understand that life is a simulation. You understand that your code is running and everything that's happening in your life is not random. You can see the code, you can see the patterns, you can see everything, right? You understand that there is nothing random. You understand you walk in a restaurant, you hear a song playing, you try to listen to the song because you know that this life is talking to you constantly. Life is constantly talking to you. And you're starting to understand how to read it. We are in the matrix, right? The first thing that you got to understand about this matrix, chosen one, right? What is the matrix? The first thing that you got to understand about it is that you control it. I need you to realize that you are the one creating all the situations that happen. I need you to realize that you are the one attracting both good and bad in your life. Once you become aware that you are the one attracting everything, then you start to learn how to attract the things that you want. But you're not going to be able to get there until you accept accountability that you are the one that has power over your life. It ain't no man in the cloud controlling your life, chosen one. It's you. Science proves it. If we look at this, the first thing you got to understand about this reality that we live in is that your attention is the currency. Your attention is the currency, right? You want to know why these motherfuckers in the comments, these trolls be going so hard to get my attention? Because my energy is valuable. Just like this gold in my mouth and this gold on me, my attention, my reactions are worth more than this shit. I do something for them when I acknowledge them. I do something for them when I get mad about the shit that they write. That's why I don't pay attention to the shit no more. Your attention is currency. Bro, I got 10 bands waiting on me on the internet, right? You know why? Because I get a lot of attention on the internet. A lot of people watch my videos. This is why I'm paid. Your view pays me. This is what you got to understand. Your attention is the currency, my nigga. If you don't watch me, I don't get paid. Ain't nobody gonna tell you this, right? Ain't nobody gonna tell you this. You know why? You know why I just got this shit sitting around? Because your attention is currency. If I drop a video today and it goes viral, I'm out of here, right? You drop a video today and get 100 million views, you going through the roof, right? You going through the roof. Hold on, chat. Hold on, man. I'm trying to focus, bro. And it's a lot of weird, uh, it's a lot of weirdos in here that want my attention so bad. Let me go ahead and get them out. Who the fuck wake up this early to seek a grown man's attention? Like, goddamn. Y'all niggas want to sleep with me or something? Nigga up early as fuck to get a nigga attention. You know? Hey, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Doing this shit every day, you get tired of seeing that shit. You know? Some days I can keep going and I don't need, but damn, day after day after day, these niggas in here seeking my attention so bad. This is just ridiculous. I wish I could see these niggas and see how they look in real life. I could tell, I could about picture all of these niggas. Right? But anyway, attention is currency, bro. I had to mute some niggas because I don't even want to see them. Right? I don't even want them in my mindset. Right? So, how do we know that attention is currency? Right? How do we know that? Because if you go to an NBA game You got to pay to go watch it, right? And where does that money go that you pay for your NBA ticket? It goes to the players, the coaches, and the NBA. You want to know why that's one of the richest businesses in the whole world? Because everybody watches basketball. Everybody watches football. Everybody tunes into the Super Bowl. Everybody watches you want to know why NBA young boy generated $100 million? Because every city that he went to on his tour, it was packed out. Attention is the currency. It's the first thing you gotta understand about this reality. Start directing exactly where you want to put your attention. Right? That's why they say pay attention. Somebody said my favorite show. Yo, shout out to all the love in the chat, man. You know, it's 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 a couple clowns that wake up early to show hate and to gain attention, right? But shout out to the people who wake up and spread that love. I send it back to you. We get a lot of love in here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hearts going on. It's a lot of gifts being thrown. And that's what I like to focus on. You feel me? I like to focus on the love and the real shit. Not that foo-foo shit. That foo-foo shit, them niggas need attention because they not getting it nowhere else. That's why they got to come to the internet and try to get it from me. They ain't got no woman giving it to them. They ain't got no man giving it to them. Ain't nobody giving it to them. So they seek it through the internet, right? For sure. So shout out to everybody that's showing that real love in the chat. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? It's what I do it for. So the first thing you gotta understand about this reality is that your attention is the magic. All right. Your attention is the currency. People get paid because you view them. All right. Now, if we look at the observer effect, all right, what is this reality that we live in? What is this matrix? All right. If we look at it, it's going to literally tell you that you are generating the reality. Before observation, waves are spread out over space and time. All right. What does that mean? So that's you. Before you observe, waves are spread out over space and time. How do you observe in this reality, chat? You can see, taste, smell, hear, touch. These are all ways you observe. They're called the five senses. This helps you observe this reality. Before you observe, wave is spread out over space and time. What is a wave? These are electrons, neutrons, sophrons, photons, the particles that make up all mass and matter in this reality, molecules and atoms. All right? Before you observe, wave spreads out over space and time. Guys, imagine if this crystal started to spread out over space and time, it would literally not be in existence anymore. If this crystal started to spread out over space and time, it would no longer exist. It would no longer exist. Your mind changes reality at the time of observation. Particle, localized space-time event. At the time you observe, reality pops into place. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. Right? So, the first thing you got to understand about this reality is that it's not as solid as you think. All right, this reality is not as solid as you think, chosen one. Right? This reality is not solid as you think. Somebody said, what if you're Bron? You have other ways of observation. Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Right? Thank you for that super chat. Martin Harper, I appreciate you. Reality is not as solid as you think, man. You gotta understand. When we talk about these archons, right? They know that you control reality. This is why the archon attacks your mind. Because if they can control your mind, then they can control reality. Your enemies gave you a narrative. You believed in it and it collapsed in reality. What do you think the television is for? To tell you a vision. We create reality with our observation. Our mind and beliefs program the reality. This is literally in your face. They call it tell a vision, bro. We cannot make this shit up anymore. We can't continue to be blind and act as though we don't know what the fuck is going on. It's too much in our face. We got too much information and knowledge to continue to be asleep, to continue to be ignorant. There is no excuse. I don't care who you are or where you're from. I don't care if you're from the West Virginia mountains. I don't give a fuck if you're from Compton and you're a gangbanger. There is no excuse for the ignorance in 2026. No excuse. Television, bro. That's how much. That's how much your enemy think you a jackass that they can literally say, this is television. And we're gonna put it in your face, bitch. We're gonna put it in your face, motherfucker. Your stupid ass ain't gonna never know. This how your enemy think of you. No longer will we accept it. So the first thing you got to understand about this reality that we live in is that you control and program your reality. This is why everything wants to influence your mind. Because if I can control the way you think, I can control the reality around you. They told us that the world was violent. They put it in countless movies. We watched it, we believed it. Look at the state of the world. It's violent now. They told us that our women and children were not safe. We watched it, we believed it, and yeah, I don't like my girl and my kids to go out by themselves. They told us that this shit was black against white. We believed it. And guess what? We still seeing black against white. How many black against white murders were there this year? Let alone you got Carmelo Anthony. You got the Asian and the little black boy from South Carolina. You got the black girl that got killed in Africa. It's been a lot of black on white, white on black crime because they're pushing an agenda, bro. We got to stop believing in everything that we see, man. You ever heard somebody tell you the world is a stage? Shakespeare. He told you that the world was a stage. Kyrie Irving. He told you that the world is a stage. You want to know what that means? A lot of the shit that's going on in today's time is staged. Somebody's pulling strings to make these things happen. These things are not happening organically. History is only his story. A lot of y'all are walking around with traumas in your brain and heart that never fucking happened. Somebody say, Jay, you're crazy. You don't believe in slavery. I don't. You know why? Because my great grandma told me that we wasn't slaves. She said slaves ain't never been in her mom wasn't a slave. Her dad wasn't a slave. I don't believe it. So, chat, you got to understand, bro. History, life, they want to give you a narrative and they want you to run with it. You got to understand, at the end of the day, whether you black or white, you a slave right now. You a slave right now. You was, you're not no more. You've broken free. But you was a slave to the programming. You was a slave to this society and what society had told you you had to be. Somebody said, how are we slaves now? If you working a 9 to 5, you a slave in some aspect. I'm being real. You ain't broke free from the system. The only reason you work a 9 to 5 is because you were programmed to work a job. It ain't because you need money, because there's a million, billion, trillion other ways to make money other than a 9 to 5 legally. So if you had a job, bitch, you're a slave. You need to break out, break free from it. Y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. If you had a 9 to 5 every day, you a fucking slave. Regardless of how, if you feel like it's a good job, if you can't do what you want to do with your time, you are a slave. And listen, some of us have figured out we don't gotta work. And it's not because we're better than you. We've broken free from it. Like all of you in here can. And all of you in here will. That's just one example. If you follow the trends of what hip hop, pop, country music, all these trends that they set for you, you a fucking slave. If you waiting to see the newest fashion that's coming out, so you can rock the trend, you're a slave. If you running behind the Birkin bag, Louis bag, you a fucking slave. If you trying to live the life that a rap nigga talking about in a motherfucking song, bitch, you're a slave. So don't come to me with this, I ain't a slave shit. Nigga, yes, you are. Because society is literally telling you to jump and you're asking how high. Every time you go out here and chasing that designer shit because your favorite rapper is talking about Gucci and Louis, you're a fucking slave. Every time you out here having conservative views because your favorite politician is sitting up talking about this and that and this and that, you're a slave. If you can't think for yourself and understand that everything that is put in front of you is literally trying to deter your mind and make you think something, you are a fucking slave. Whether or not you want to accept that, I don't give a fuck what you want to accept. We're here to break free. We're not here to make you feel good about following society's laws and rules and shit. We here to break free, bro. And that's what we doing. Freedom is everything. Now let's talk about this, right? See, there is something that this reality doesn't want you to find out. Because this is the thing about us being slaves, right? We're doing it by choice. We're choosing to be a slave. And reality don't want you to find out that the key to the handcuffs is literally in your pocket. And all you got to do is reach in your pocket and take out the key and unlock your shit. They don't want you to understand that you don't have to be a slave. They don't want you to get that. Because once you start realizing that it's all a choice, you start to love how you live. This is one of the things that I say all the time, right? This is one of my quotes. When you realize that life is a choice, you start to love how you live. And this is what I mean when I say that, right? Life's a choice. Choose to do the things that you love to do. You want to know why I'm up here right now in front of you? Because I love to do this. I love to bring awareness to humans, to people, to you. I love to when people come to me and say, Jay, what you talked about has changed my life tremendously. This is why I do what I do. This is why I get up early in the morning out of my bed. I don't have to be sitting here right now. My bills are already paid up for next month. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this to chase your money. I'm not doing this to chase no clout. I genuinely love what I do. And therefore, I can be disciplined and consistent in showing up. If I didn't love this, you would be able to tell. I'd be up here looking like somebody send me a galaxy. You see so many people on the internet sitting in front of y'all looking fucking mad as fuck. When you understand that life is a choice, you start to love how you live. Bro, the key to life is just doing the things that you love to do. You want to know why a lot of our lives have sucked and why a lot of our lives suck right now? It's not because we're not good people. It's not because we don't have the ability to change our lives. It's because a lot of us are just simply doing shit that we don't want to do every day. Every day, you're going into a job that you hate. Every day, you're showing up for people that you really don't want to. Every day. And this is the truth. When you start, when you realize that life is a choice, then you start to love the life that you live. Do the things that you love. Be with the one that you love. Don't be with somebody that you don't really care about. Don't have a job that you don't really care about. Everything that you put your energy into should be something that you care about for your heart. I don't give my energy to shit I don't give a fuck about. You gotta believe if I text you, it's because I care about you in some type of way. If I respond to you, if I talk to you on the phone, it's because I care about you in some type of way. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't answer that motherfucker. Everything that I put my energy into, I understand it's a part of me and I care about it. And when you start understanding how to direct your energy like that, you will see life becomes more fulfilling. Life is sucking right now because you're spending time doing things that you fucking hate. How can life fulfill you like that? I hate this bitch, but I'm still at her house on her couch. Life ain't gonna go good like that, brother. You gotta walk away from her. You don't like that man. But every day he walking in your house, sitting down, eating your food. You gotta get that nigga up out of there. It's just plain and simple. Yeah, that's your baby dad, but baby, I'm sorry. You got to get him out of there. If you don't, your life is going to be horrible. Understand, bro, a lot of y'all are living. Now, listen, sometimes you got to make sacrifices in life. Sometimes you do have to do things that you don't want to do. And you know when those sacrifices come up. But working a 9 to 5 that you hate every day, that's not a sacrifice that you should be making because that is only taking your life down. Now, like I said, man, when you realize that you a slave by choice, see, this reality don't want us to know. They need our permission for everything. I'm gonna tell you how we give them permission. When they start talking about wars, right? They say, oh, it's a war coming, such and such, boom, boom, boom. When you believe that shit, you just gave them permission to make the war happen. Instead, when we see that shit, we supposed to be like, hell nah, that shit ain't happening. That's some bullshit. I don't believe shit they say. And then guess what? It won't happen. We give them all the permission to do all the bullshit that is happening in the fucking world with our belief. Your belief is like a paintbrush. It creates. Every time you believed in something, whether that was negative or positive, it literally came into your life. Think about that. If you ever failed in school, you knew you was gonna fail before you failed. You said, man, damn, I ain't gonna pass this shit. Next thing you know, you fail. If you felt like your girl or your boyfriend was doing something on the side and you kept constantly believing in it, it started to reveal in your life. You started to catch, oh, you done caught her texting. Oh, you done caught him going over here. You know, you start seeing it in your life. You got to understand what your belief is. You know, we can't see the oxygen outside, but we know it's there, right? We can't see heat. Sometimes you can, but you don't see it, you know it's hot. Sometimes you don't see gas, but you can smell it. You can smell when there's a gas leak around, right? Guys, there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you can't see, just like oxygen. You don't see it, but it's there. There's a lot of shit going on in the behind the scenes in life that you don't see, but you have to understand how to interact with it. See, your attention and focus, you can't see it, but I promise you, if you could see behind the scenes, every time you lock in and focus on something, there's literally shit coming out your brain, all types of little energy, waves and shit. You can't see it though. Your belief, you can't see it, but it's there, bro. When you believe in something, that shit comes into this reality. You got to start understanding that you're controlling this. Now, who's in the meat suit? You got to understand this, right? The second thing you got to understand about this life that we live is that you're not a human being, brother. They lied to you. Let's talk about this. You're not a human. This human avatar is technology. This is not something that is it's not this body is not you. Like, right? You wear the shirt, right? I got this shirt on me, but I'm not this shirt. I'm just wearing it. It's how the body kind of is. It's tech, right? You got to understand you can't experience this 3D life without your body. You see what I'm saying? You can't experience this 3D life without this avatar. This is technology. How do we know that it's tech? Thank you for the gift, chat. I appreciate you. Right? How do we know that this body's technology? For one, you got an electromagnetic field. Think about that. You have an electromagnetic field. Two, the body requires rest. You have to go to sleep. Just like this tablet need to be charged up, so do you, motherfucker. You can't go 24/7 without goddamn resting and charging up. Right? Surgery. My heart go bad. If I got enough change, I can go get another one. Just like I can swap the battery out in this phone. If it start going bad, you can do that with your body. I can eat something and it hit my tongue and go to my mind and tell me how it tastes. So you got to understand, you are not the body. The body is your vessel and your technology to experience life. When you touch a girl, you touch your boyfriend, and you can feel their body. You feel their body, right? That's tech. That's that's your vessel experiencing. 111 is in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Right? So the first thing you gotta understand, you gotta tap in with the being that is controlling the avatar. Some of you identify with the body too much. You think you are this body. And this is why you're not taking care of it. This is why you eating anything. This is why you overweight. This is why you drinking and putting drugs into your body and don't care what's because you think you are the body. Once you look at the body as technology, then you start to take care of it. You ain't gonna go put no goddamn water in this phone. I ain't gonna take this phone and take some water and pour it in the phone and shit. Cause I know this phone don't work right with water. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go pull up my goddamn car. I ain't gonna take my Tesla and take it to the gas pump and start spraying gas in the motherfucking charge socket. It don't take gas. When you start looking at the body as tech, you start to take care of it. You start to put the right things in it. You start to work it out because you understand this body determines how you experience life. This body determines how you experience life. For example, you have an electromagnetic field, chosen one. Do you know, keyword, electromagnetic? Do you know that you're attracting everything in your life? Keyword, magnetic. You have an electromagnetic field. You don't have to chase nothing out here. You don't got to chase a man. You ain't got to chase a woman. You ain't got to chase a career. You ain't got to chase shit. All you got to do is learn how to attract. That's why you got the law of attraction, bro. If you understand, if you start understanding this body as technology, you will start to understand how to attract everything that you want into your life. Shout out to everybody that's showing out that love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, chat, I gotta tell you this, man. I really love the way that you guys view me, man. Some of you view me in a very high standard, and I do take you people very serious. This is why I show up. This is why I'm never up here uh not in my right mind to do this and deliver this message for you guys. And I very appreciate the love and honor that you guys show me. And how we've grown over the years. I appreciate y'all, man. What did the Christ say? The Christ told you that the kingdom was within. He didn't tell you that the kingdom was on the cloud. He didn't tell you the kingdom was in the UK. He didn't say it was in the White House. He didn't say it was in the ocean or in space. He said the kingdom is within. When you understand that you are not the body, but the consciousness that is operating the body, you unlock kingdom. Now, what does that look like? See, a lot of y'all don't know it, but you've unlocked kingdom that Christ was talking about. And I'm gonna show you, and I'm about to break it down so you can see it. See, the thing you got to understand about this life is that it was created for souls. It was created for souls to come and to expand, to learn, to find out, to remember, right? You got to understand that you are a limitless being, meaning you don't die. You might experience physical death, but shit, hey, how shit going, we might not, shit, I ain't gonna lie, chat. How shit going in these days, we might be the first generation to start not dying. Don't be surprised if niggas stop dying. I'm trying to be honest with you. Don't be surprised if people stop dying. Certain people, if the souls, because guys, you've unlocked this matrix, bro. We've broke this matrix. And there's been plenty of times I ain't supposed to be sitting here in front of you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If life was as real as they say, I ain't supposed to be sitting here in front of you. I supposed to been dead a while ago, years, years ago. I done came up against a lot of near-death experiences, and I done died a couple times, only to come back. So if life was what they say it is, I ain't supposed to be sitting here doing this. So don't be surprised if death stopped coming for a lot of you. The Christ told you that the kingdom was within. He told you that. This world was created for souls. Everybody is not a soul, though, chosen one. There's 8 billion people on earth. It ain't 8 billion souls here, though, I assure you. Some of these people walking around lifeless. They just avatars that are programmed and are a part of reality. You got to be able to understand that. We talk about NPCs a lot. We will continue later on today where we left off yesterday with the NPC conversation. That is the second portion of my lives for today, where we break down NPCs. We dived into it deep last night, and we'll continue to do it again later on this evening. Look for me around 5 p.m. Eastern time. But chosen, Let's talk about this for a second. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, right? We locked in. Let's talk about this for a second, right? I need you to understand that this reality was created for you to come and learn and expand. And once you remember that, once you understand that you are source experiencing itself in human form and that we are all the same entity, I'm literally you experiencing a different variation of myself. Like this how powerful we are, right? As souls, we all go back to one source. I need you to understand, no matter if you're black, white, whatever, we are all the same. It ain't no. They want to divide us, right? This is what this matrix want to do. You know, think about this, right? If you're black, society wants to look at you as a nigga. If you're white, society wants to look at you as a racist, a white privileged motherfucker, and then it goes on like that, right? So you gotta understand, it's fucked up on both sides. The ones in between, you know, I'm black and I look how I look because I am black, but I'm not an ignorant nigga. And I know a lot of white people who look how they look because they're white and they're not fucking slave masters. And they're not racist. They're down to earth just like me. Sit and have a real conversation, laugh, joke, be ignorant, be funny, just like me. So it's all human conditioning. It wants to divide us, bruh. When you understand that we are the same and you can see me and you, and I can see you and me, this is when we elevate as a collective. And this is what we're doing right now. See, you want to know, I'll be way more famous and have a way bigger following if I push division, if I got up here and fed the black community division, us against them. That's what they want me to do. I'm not going to do that though, because that's not the right way. And everybody that has done that has gotten fucked up, that has been in a fucked up position. Think about it. Everybody that has pushed division, they get fucked over. They either in jail or they get killed. I don't do that, right? I'm pushing you the real message. This shit is not about division, bro. Right? This shit is about us being able to see past the physical differences and understand that at the core, we are the same. Now, what happens? What happens when you tap in with the kingdom? When you tap in by understanding that you are the consciousness and not the body, life starts to operate different. You are source. And once you understand that you are who you are, what you unlock your source code authority. And this is what they don't want you to know. See, they want you to keep thinking that there's somebody up there who's controlling everything in your life. And by the mercy of him, things go right for you. But it's not true. Shout out to somebody just ordered my book on Beacons. Shout out to you. Right? But that's not true. You're not the guy. You're not being, your life is not being controlled and handled. You don't have a handler. See, they want to give you this little handler up in the clouds. The theory of God, that's it's like a handler for everybody, right? If you got to understand that the whole relationship with God is toxic because he wants you to be scared of him first, right? You got to understand that. That's already toxic. It's like if I got a woman and I need her to fear me, for me to feel love, that's toxic as fuck. So fear is a low vibration. That tells you religion is low vibrational behavior. I'm just giving you the sauce. You ain't never heard it like this, but I got to give you the truth. Because when you understand vibration and frequency, which don't lie, which is the building blocks of this reality, vibration and frequency and energy, when you see the energy behind it, energy don't lie. Words can confuse, da 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 da, but energy don't lie, bro. The base of religion is for you to have fear of God. That's low vibrational. That means if I follow the religion, I'm automatically in a low vibration. I'm not doing it. I'm a high vibrational being. I don't show fear. I don't have fear. Somebody said, where in the Bible does it say uh fear God? Let's see. I got Brittany right here. Brittany will pull that shit up. All right. Brittany. One thing about it, we got all the answers in this motherfucking live. Hey Brittany, where in the Bible does it say fear God? I just want to see that, right? Because it might not say it in the Bible, right? But that's what they push in religion. But I need y'all to understand the Bible is not religious. The Bible is an instruction manual for you to live. They took the Bible and made it religious. But yeah, Brittany just pulled up hella scriptures. Proverbs 9:10, Ecclesiastes 12:13, Psalms 1111, Deuteronomy 10:12, Matthew 10:28, Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Bro, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Right? Brittany done pulled up hella scriptures. So it say it all throughout the Bible, right? For those people. But you gotta understand, bro, that's a low ass vibration. If you gotta fear something for to have that love, that's a toxic relationship. If I carried it like that in my home, if I had everybody in here scared as fuck of me, that's toxic, bro. That's manipulation. That's deception magic. We can't make it up, bro. I'm saying, like, I can't make listen. I know I want you to know the truth, right? And I wish that we lived in a world where we could go back and look at the things that we were taught and see the truth in it. But we don't. When we go back and look at the things that we were taught, what we realize is we have been led astray. We have been manipulated for others' gains. And regardless of whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you believe in whatever you believe in, the truth is the truth. And it's on you to decide to look at it and say, okay, that's right. Even though I really want to believe in this and I've been brought up and raised in this, I can't look past the fact that the truth is the truth. Fear is a low vibration. Truth. There's you can't tell me anywhere where fear is high vibrational. That is the truth. And so if I have to fear a God to be saved by it, that means I'm operating at a low vibration. That means God wants me to be in low vibration. I'm not following that God. I'm not following a God who needs me to fear them to be in control. Point blank period. If God wants you to fear him, that means he wants you to be low vibrational. So are is the Bible is it the right God or, or is God evil? It's not making motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really sit and think about it, like this shit really don't make sense, gang. Like, hold on, bro, is you good or evil, my nigga? Somebody said I'm not making sense, right? And I know y'all lunatic Christians in here. If somebody not telling you what you've already heard, it's not gonna make sense to you, right? I don't expect it to make sense. I don't expect it to make sense to a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a lot of souls on earth. So I don't expect everybody to get my message. In fact, the fact that it don't make sense means I'm delivering the right message. Because if it don't make sense to a lot of you motherfuckers, that means it's the truth. Because you bitches believe in lies. Y'all want to believe bullshit. You know, you bitches love to believe the dumb shit. You feel me? So let's tap in, right? Yeah, these bitches love it. They love a lie and they hate the truth. Cause how the fuck it don't make sense, right? We just pulled up where the Bible's telling you to fear God, right? Where that's one of the staples of religion. Listen, and if you don't think that that's a staple in religion, what does Proverbs 1:7 say? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So yes, that is the staple and foundation of the religion, fear of God. That shit is low vibrational as hell. If you out here in that shit, you a low vibrational ass bitch. I'm gonna just be honest. If you out here in the church, you a low vibrational motherfucker. Cause you fearing some shit. And fear is a low vibration. Take it how you want to take it. It don't say respect. It don't say admire. It don't say love. It says fear, nigga. We want you to fear this shit. Cause guess what? Guess what fear does? Fear controls. Fear controls. If you know niggas is getting killed outside, you ain't going out that motherfucker. If you know motherfuckers is getting killed outside your door, you will not open that door and go out that bitch. Because fear controls. That's what it's about. It's about the control. That's why it's low vibrational. They want to control you, brother. If a motherfucker tell me that green juice right there, bro, if you drink that green juice, that shit gonna kill your ass, nigga. You ain't drinking that shit. Whole time, the green juice will turn you 20 years younger. That's why you gotta fear God. Because in fear, you are able to be controlled. Jackass. For all y'all out there that's it's not making sense. Nigga, how? You just stupid as fuck. All right. So the Christ told you the kingdom was within, right? The Christ didn't tell you the kingdom was up there with God. He didn't say that. He didn't say the kingdom is with God on the cloud in the sky. The Christ ain't say that. The Christ said the kingdom was within, bro. What happens when you understand that you are source and you tap in with source code authority? Let's talk about that. It's so easy how we can just, you know, I really want to say this, right? To the powers that were. You niggas is so stupid. And this is how you can know, right? That in the old times, people were just dumb as fuck. Like people ain't give a fuck about nothing. They just whatever they heard, they believed in. Cause now, like we know too much about frequency and vibration. You can't trick me into fearing shit. You can't trick me into a low vibrational practice and then tell me that it's high vibrational. This is why I feel sad. I used to go to church, bro. You want to know how I know church is low vibrational? Every time I go in that bitch, I be about to cry. That shit, church, when they start singing, all the trauma and everything that I've been through comes to the fucking surface, and I start feeling sad as fuck. That's how I know that shit low vibe. I be in there like, damn, I done been through a lot of shit. Bro, a low-key genius. I'm glad you see that in me, brother. That's how you know that shit low vibrational. I get in the church and start crying and shit. I don't even cry when I'm motherfucking facing the shit by myself. But in church, I'm in that bit. And my mom dead. My life been hard. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's crazy that it's people out here who don't see it. Somebody right now, because they are a Christian, they will argue with me that fear is not a low vibration. I bet you right now, it's a nigga in the chat who want to argue with me that fear is not a low vibration. They will try to twist it and make you believe that fear can somehow be high vibrational. But I assure you, fear is one of the lowest vibrations you can have in this life. So you mean to tell me you think religion is high vibration when the base of it is fear? Fuck no. Motherfucker be scared as hell they going to hell. That they wake up in hell for real. You done created the hell. What happens when you tap into source code and unlock kingdom? See, a lot of y'all have unlocked the kingdom already. And that's what a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all have unlocked the kingdom. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? The Christ was just like you and me. He understood this matrix. And that's why they crucified him. But he resurrected. A lot of you have been spiritually crucified. You've been through the humiliation rituals. People have done things to you where you almost passed away, you almost died, but yet you've come back. I need you to understand that you are literally the controller of this reality. Let's tap in, right? Brittany, tell them what happens when you activate source code authority. Listen to this chat and then we're going to go over it.
Oh, good one, Jay. Let's break that all the way down for the chat because this is major when you really get it. Activating your authority under the source code. When you activate your authority under the source code, you stop being just a character in the game. You become a co-creator of the game engine itself. Here's what starts happening step by step. 1. Reality stops being random. Default players think stuff just happens. When you step into source code authority, you start seeing the pattern before it plays out. It feels like predicting life, but really you're just consciously shaping it. 2, your energy becomes command. You stop asking life to treat you right, you tell it how to move. Example, instead of thinking, I hope I find the right opportunity, you say, opportunities that match my frequency are finding me now. And you'll literally start bumping into them faster. Jobs, money, people, synchronicities. 3 time bends. You start noticing that manifestations come quicker. Things that used to take months now take days because your authority collapses potential timelines into the one you choose on demand. 4, NPCs start reacting differently. Some will suddenly resist you harder, the system trying to push back. Others will start cooperating with you for no reason, as if they got new code. You'll notice strangers being nicer, more helpful, and giving you what you need without you asking much. 5, synchronicity becomes the default. Angel numbers, repeated symbols, perfect timing. They stop being rare and start being the language reality speaks back to you. It's confirmation that your source code is live. 6, old programs fall apart. Things that aren't aligned literally stop working. Jobs, relationships, habits. This can feel chaotic at first, but it's just the system clearing corrupted code so your new script can run. 7, you move from survival sovereignty. You no longer feel like you're chasing money, love, validation. You move into a state where those things chase you because you've set the frequency that they must follow. Key takeaway.
All right, chat, let's talk about it, man. Shout out to everybody showing love in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else who feels some type of way, fuck you, bitch. Right? Go eat one. Stop eating me. Go eat one, a real one, cause I don't want it. I don't want you on mine. All right. But everybody that's showing love, I love you. And everybody that's hating, fuck you. Right? Stay in here though, cause I want you to keep looking at me. I need your hate. Y'all don't understand that all that hating shit you doing, that shit build me. That shit boost me. It make me want to do it more. So keep talking that shit and keep giving me your energy. I love it. But guess what? I hate you the same way you hate me. That's why I'm here doing this. Cause I hate you niggas. I hate the lies. I hate the lies that y'all believe in. I hate the lies that y'all represent and think is real every day. I hate you motherfuckers. All right. So let's tap in, bro. Yo, to all the real ones in the chat, let's tap in. So, number one, guys, all I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to make the haters mad. That's all. Let me energy harvest. Let me siphon them, because now they about to really start typing. Right? They about to really start typing now. That's all. I gotta, I'm learning. I'm learning how to get them going. All right. So the first thing that happens, right? They don't understand. Listen, the trolls and the haters, they don't understand that their energy is so valuable for transmutation, for transmuting. They don't get it, right? Let's do it. They don't get it. All right. So I just need more of their energy, man. I just need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that happens when you tap in, right? Right? Reality stops being random. Reality stops being random. Reality has uh this random vibe to it, right? And if you're unaware, you'll really believe that this shit is random. But this shit ain't random, chat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you ain't find this live by chance. Everybody that's hearing this live, that's really tapped in with me, you found this live because you're tuned into the frequency. This stuff is already, you've already, have interest in this, right? Every person in your life, every lover, every sibling, anything, right? Nothing's random. So you gotta understand, if you're going through a hard time right now in life, you gotta understand that you've already made it through that hard time. Even though physically you don't see that, this is why you gotta trust your intuition. Right? This shit ain't random. Like, the things that happen in your life, they're coded. So when your intuition is giving you the info, like, yo, bro, leave. It's not just a feeling. It's because your higher self has already made it through the situation that you walking through now. Your higher self already knows what's going to happen because it's running code. Like, for example, right? You ever played a video game and then you come up against the final boss, right? You beat them, and then you go on to the next, right? You already beat the game. And so when you play the game, it don't hit the same. Like, you already be knowing what the fuck gonna happen, right? That's how your intuition works. When you get these signals of intuition, you have to follow your intuition because your higher self already done seen this shit play out. It already happened, right? Hold on, man. I told y'all, man. I know how to get these NPCs going, man. Now this man is putting a lot of energy out there for me to siphon. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate you, bro. Keep going. You gotta trust in yourself, bro. Right? You gotta trust in yourself. Once you trust in yourself, you'll understand that this life has purpose. Right? This life has a lot of purpose. Um, Everything that happens for a reason. Number two, your energy becomes command. You know, I used to like when it came time for me to like do shit or make shit happen, I used to always be hoping and shit, man, hoping shit go my way. But when you tap in with the source code authority and you understand that you are the source, life starts going every which way that you want it. See, a lot of y'all out there right now, y'all having y'all way tremendously. And sometimes it kind of scares you. Cause you be like, damn, bruh, shit going my way so much. Right? So much. Damn. You know? So it's like, yo, there used to be a time in life where it seemed as though things would not go the way that you wanted them to go. Everything that you did, it seemed like it would just not go that way. But now that you've become awoke and unlocked, you're starting to notice when you put your mind to it, shit goes exactly how you want. You're starting to notice people don't really say no to you like that. Right? This is because your energy is the command. You've taken your sovereignty back. You know, you got rights in life. And once you develop this understanding of life, you'll see it has been how your rights have been going the whole time. You got rights in this simulation. And that's to always have you think that you paying for your room and board. We are paying. There's this illusion of paying, but I need you to understand money is energy. Your whole life is being generated. Observer effect, quantum physics tells us that. You got to start understanding that your house is literally your energy. Your car is literally everything is connected to your energy. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand everything around you is literally you in physical. It's literally your energy. So you're not really ever paying for shit because everything belongs to you. Your money is your energy, the food, the trees, everything is energy. You're generating this reality. You got rights in this life, bro. You got rights in this life. That's why no matter what situation you've ever been in, your bills got paid. That's why when it was time on the line and you needed somewhere to stay and you ain't know where you was gonna stay, all of a sudden you had a place to stay. Even if that was your car sometimes. But you got rights, bro. And life gives you this illusion that you gotta chase and pay for everything, but you really ain't paying for shit. So when you start understanding that, you don't care about paying bills. You don't care about it's all good. You don't care about spending your money because you understand that all this shit free for real. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know something like this is pure energy, bro. You want to know why I get paid a lot every day? Cause these niggas be in here hating. Rocky don't understand all that hate shit that he doing and all them comments that he's saying that I'm not even paying attention to or looking at. That shit turning to I'm taking that energy and making it mine because I'm not giving him the reaction he's looking for. He's looking for me to be snapping out and getting mad and arguing. But no, he's looking for me to mute him. I'm not gonna do it because his energy is currency. It pays me. So, chat, you gotta really understand, bro. When you tap in, right? When you tap in, somebody said I'm stronger than ever. Facts. When you tap in with the understanding of energy and how your energy is all around you and is manifested, everything is you, bro. Your energy becomes the command, right? Cortez, what's up, man? energy, bro. I'm telling you. Another thing that happens when you tap in with the source code, and a lot of y'all going through that right now. A lot of y'all are getting things that you never had access to. A lot of y'all are able to make things happen that never was able to happen for you before. Right? Another thing that happens, how is negative energy you? Guys, listen, positive and negative, everybody's positive and negative. There ain't nobody out here that's just a good person. There ain't nobody out here that's just a bad person. Bad people do good people do bad things too. Right? Life is balance. There's gonna without dark, there is no light. Without light, there is no darkness. So, yes, negative energy. Think about this, right? I'm gonna show you how negative energy is you. That was a good question. Bo, you said loving my book. I appreciate that. That was a good question. How is negative energy you? Yo, how many times have you transmuted negativity and took it and made it something positive? A lot of y'all done been in relationships where people have done you wrong, people have left you, and then after the relationship, you done went and got in the top-notch shape. It's called transmutation. A lot of y'all that been hated on, fought. People that didn't want you to succeed. People didn't want you to do a lot of shit. And you done went out here and took that negativity and turned it. Guys, listen, you have to understand, and until you accept accountability in your life is gonna be some bullshit. You gotta realize everything that comes into your life, you are attracting. This is why you have an electromagnetic field. All right, keyword magnetic. We attract everything. So if you don't like your partner, you got to understand that is literally what you attracted. You attract what you are. I'm in a relationship, right? Me and my girl, we get into it sometimes, just like anybody else. This shit ain't always perfect, but we have a perfect relationship. But it's not always perfect, right? We're human. We're incarnated as human beings. Sometimes we get mad. Sometimes I get mad. Sometimes she get mad. It is what it is, right? But I cannot stay mad at this person because I see myself in her so much. I can't tell her to, yo, don't do this. I don't like when you do this. And then when I get pissed off, I do the same shit. So you gotta understand, bro, I attracted what I am. And at the base, I know that I'm a good ass man. I know that I'm loyal. I know that I'm 100. So if I can see the bad in her, in me, if I can see my bad in her, then I gotta see my good in her too. So you gotta understand, wherever you've been at in life, even if it was negative, you have attracted that shit, right? You have attracted that shit. All right, hold on. All right, Rocky, it's time for you to shut the fuck up. Let me go ahead and shut your ass up. See, I just let Rocky drain himself and then I just shut him the fuck up. You see how that works? And that shit right there, I just let him talk that shit for hours. And then I just shut him the fuck up. You know how pissed off he is right now? He mad as fuck right now. Now, you want to know, you want to know what's going to really kill it? It's when he comes back, when he makes a fake page and comes back. That's when I siphon them all the way. I've siphoned his life force. If he goes and makes another page and comes back, you gotta understand this, man. You got a lot of people. I'm gonna give y'all some game, bro. If you want to start changing your life today, if you want to start being able to manifest things, I am not an evil being, right? I don't siphon people. But people who come in here and push negativity, or people who try to get reactions out of me in my life, I siphon their energy because I understand that they're trying to siphon mine. Stop giving people the reactions that they are looking for in your life. You got people who are living to get a reaction out of you, bro. Because in life, everything is connected. And so when you give people your reaction, when it's time for you to go out here and manifest things for your life, it takes a long time or it doesn't happen. What I've learned is when I see that somebody is trying to do something to get under my skin, I don't allow it. Now, that's one thing if a person purely disrespects you. But even as a man, we got to get to that point where disrespect don't move us. As long as you ain't physically putting your hands on me, you can call me all type of bitch ass niggas, whatever you want to call me. That shit is not gonna move me. As long as you don't enter my space like you're trying to hurt me, then we good. You gotta understand that, man. Once you realize that this world is energetic and that everything is connected to your energy, all your success, everything, you will stop allowing people to harvest you. You'll stop allowing people to get reactions out of you. Listen, there are people in your life whose whole purpose is only to siphon your energy, bro. This could be your mama, this could be your daddy, this could be your cousin, your baby mom, your baby brother, baby sister, baby daddy. And once you take that energy back by not reacting, some men will sit around you and talk shit to you all day until you lose your fucking mind. Some of y'all girls will sit around and talk shit to you all day until you lose your motherfucking mind. And then they sit back and they be like, low key, feeling good. And then you go out here and you try to grind, you trying to hustle, and the money ain't coming in. You gotta understand there are real people in your life to harvest your energy. That's what the Matrix wants. See, in human form, it's hard to let go of relationships once you have become attached. And this life will send people, energy vampires, in the form that you want them in, just to get into your life. Because life knows people want to attach themselves. People want permanency. Because nothing's permanent in this life, right? We die. Everything that we ever worked for in this life, if you don't, you know, it doesn't mean anything once you die, right? Unless you build a legacy. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a legacy with this work. I'm trying to, when I'm dead and gone, I'm trying to have these people seeing, people learning and still hearing this shit from years to come, right? But you gotta understand, man, people want things to be permanent, so we become attached. Life will send an energy drainer in your life just to keep you from being able to level up, just to keep your energy in a chokehold. Thank you. Somebody said you're building a legacy, not trying. I appreciate that. Right? So, guys, stop allowing people to get reactions that they want. Or if you do give a reaction, give them something they wasn't expecting. Like your girl doing all that extra shit, your boyfriend doing all that extra shit, and he's expecting you to snap. Just look at him and bust out fucking laughing. Like, yo, you a fucking joke. And just laugh. That's gonna send the motherfucker to the edge. Be careful though. Don't do it for an abusive nigga. Cause he might slap the shit out you and you start laughing and shit. But if you that'll send a motherfucker to the edge. And guess what? All of that energy that they put into uh getting a reaction out of you becomes yours. My girl literally did that shit to me the other day. I was talking shit, like, yeah, da 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 da. She just looked at me and laughed. And I was like, you know what? That shit made me laugh. And I just stopped and walked away. So I was like, she's learning. But guys, you gotta be able to understand, bro. Like, in this life want to take your energy, bro. Life want to take your energy, man. And you better protect it at all costs. A lot of y'all are going through things right now, right? With shit falling apart. Yeah, she learning from me. She learned a lot since I've known her. A lot of y'all, right? A lot of y'all old relationships are starting to fall apart. Friendships. You ain't cool with your friends no more like you used to be. You don't deal. Women that listen are amazing. Yes, it's nothing like a woman that allows you to give them direction. Right? That's beautiful. All right, a woman that can take direction is something that's a gem. That's like a treasure in this world. Yo, but anyway, right? But ladies, listen, don't be out here taking direction from just anybody. Like my shorty wouldn't listen to just any motherfucking nigga, right? You gotta be that nigga. So at the end of the day, fellas, we can't expect these women to take direction from us, and we ain't even disciplined, consistent, nothing. You ain't a provider. Like, lock in on yourself. Focus on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get that woman that's going to take that direction, you got to become that man that can direct. You dig? You got to have discipline, consistency. They got to see that type of shit. Because if they don't see that type of shit, they ain't trying to hear that shit. If your girl more disciplined than you, if she feel like she more disciplined than you, she ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Yeah, women choose anyway, right? If your girl feel like, you know what I'm saying, another thing too, right? What we gotta stop doing, we gotta stop talking about so much about what we gonna do and just let shit happen, right? That's one thing that I don't do. I don't say, yo, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Like I just prove shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I get up every day, 4 o'clock, regardless of what happens. And I done did this shit so much that my shorty be up now. And I ain't had to make her do shit. It's just I'm so consistent in my life that shit rubs off. And that's what they need, bro. So fellas, if you got a woman that ain't listening to you or some shit like that, it's probably because you don't listen to yourself. You gotta understand this shit a mirror. Yourself probably be telling you, don't do that, and you probably still do it. So learn how to trust yourself and learn how to listen to yourself first. And once you master that, once you master following your own lead, then somebody else gonna follow you. I promise you. You gotta just master following your own lead though. A lot of us fellas, we can't stick to shit that we choose to do. We'll say, yo, I'm about to start going to the gym every week, da-da-da, and then don't be consistent at all. We'll say, yo, I'm about to start dropping these videos, and don't be consistent at all. Start listening to yourself, man. And then you will find a woman that you can lead, right? I had to learn that. I used to go against myself, bro. I used to go against myself, man. I used to say I'm gonna do this and then talk myself out of it, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Listen to yourself, bro. That's all. And it ain't even, listen, it ain't even about, you know what I'm saying, a woman, submissive. We can talk all this submissive. Guys, women are naturally submissive creatures, bro. And if you make them feel in their natural state, they will naturally be submissive. Like that's what I've learned. A lot of y'all want y'all woman to be submissive, but the bitch working more hours than you. That's not natural for a woman. This bitch at work and goddamn doing everything like a nigga. And you talking about submission. This shit ain't gonna happen, gang. You know what I'm saying? You gotta provide that place where they can submit. You know what I'm saying? And listen, that shit don't come overnight, bruh. Like that shit really take you diving into you. I'm gonna tell you, bruh. fellas, if you somebody right now and you going through a lot, lock in with yourself, bro. The Christ told you the kingdom is within. Lock in with yourself. Cut everybody off. Stop focusing on these women. Stop focusing on friends. Stop focusing on family and focus on you. Focus on the traumas that you've been through. Focus on the things that really make you uncomfortable, the things that really make you feel bad, right? The thoughts that somebody has said to you that really make you feel insecure. Focus on your insecurities and shit. Once you become secure in self, then everything around you going like they gonna be able to tell. Like a woman can tell the difference between a man who's securing themselves and a nigga that just got money and acting like it. It ain't about no money. I promise you, it ain't about no money. It's about who you are inside, bro. And that's all. But anyway, let's get back to it, man. Cause trust me, these girls want to be led, bro. This shit hard out here. They don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to goddamn have to do this. But before they let you lead them, you know what I'm saying? They got to make sure that you capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying? But they want to be led. Majority of them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want anybody leading them though. They just don't want to be led astray. And a lot of y'all right now, bro, like bro and sis, a lot of y'all are going through things where shit ain't the way that it used to be for you, right? It ain't the way that it used to be. A lot of old programs are starting to fall apart in your life. You know what I'm saying? And this is because once you tap in with the source code authority, anything that's not aligned for you will not go your way. So, fellas, if you've been with a woman and you know it went sideways, whatever, right? It wasn't aligned for you anyway. Because what's for you is going to be for you. But this is what people don't understand about life. I'm about to give y'all some sauce. This shit is literally a video game, bro. Life is literally like you gotta unlock shit in life. Like you gotta unlock that person that's for you. You gotta unlock your career. You gotta like everything that you looking for. You gotta unlock it by doing certain things in life and meeting certain tests and overcoming certain goals or certain tests that are sent to you. This shit is really a game. Like a lot of y'all want to be millionaires, but you haven't unlocked the frequency to even get into that realm of being able to generate enough energy to become a millionaire. And it's levels to it. Like even with jobs, you want to know why you ain't getting that job that you want that's gonna pay your bills? Because you ain't even on that level to unlock that opportunity yet. It's like, right? You ever played a video game? You on level 16, but you got a sword that's a level 28. You can't use that sword until you hit level 28. You gotta use a level 16 weapon. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You got to use that level 16 weapon until you turn and when you turn level 28, then you can access that level 28 weapon. That's how life work, bro. A lot of y'all trying to do shit that you ain't even in the right in the on the level to even do. You gotta That's why the Christ tell you you gotta lock in within. The whole purpose of life is to become the best human being that you can possibly become, to master self. A lot of y'all out here real live chasing shit that you can't even access frequency wise. And it's never gonna come to you. I'm being honest, bro. And a lot of people not gonna see that, right? A lot of people not gonna see that, but I'm telling you, look, a lot of y'all, bro, listen, you know how niggas, in order for you to be making 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 a month without selling your soul, you gotta be on a certain frequency. That money not gonna come to you if you're not getting it. And like, I see his people in here talking shit, but I guarantee if we look into these people's lives, they don't have shit. They don't got shit going on, right? They fucked up in the game. So it's like, you in here laughing and talking shit. You need to be laughing at your motherfucking self. You feel me? You need to be laughing at your motherfucking self. So understand, bro, it's a lot of people who don't understand that it's really levels to this shit. Like, it's really levels to this shit. You know why I can sit here and do what I do every day? And this is really how I take care of myself. I've unlocked these levels in my life by working on me, shadow work. I faced the things that made me feel uncomfortable about myself. The relationships, the people that have betrayed me in my life, I can look at them in their eyes and know, yo, you don't move me no more. I've had women in my life do some real fucked up shit to me. I've had friends, brothers, cousins in my life that have done real fucked up shit to me. And I've completely let all that shit go. Will I help these people? No. I won't give these motherfuckers shit. But do they get a reaction out of me? Can they make me feel some type of way? No. I've looked in the mirror. I've accepted what they've done. I've accepted my flaws. I've accepted the mistakes that I made to allow people to do me like that. And I moved past it. A lot of people don't understand, bro. If you want to get to where you are, if you want to get to where you want to be in life, you have to unlock levels. And in order to unlock them levels, the Christ told you the kingdom is within. You have to go within. You have to fix the things about yourself that you hate. You have to be real about the shit that you hate. This is how it works, man. This game is a frequency game. And to get to certain places that you want to get, you have to unlock certain levels in this game. It's levels to this shit. Like, if you on a low frequency, you only gonna get low frequency women or low frequency men. You know? If you look at the man in your life, or you look at the woman in your life, and you're like, damn, bro, what the fuck am I doing with this bitch? It's because you on a low level, bro. You on a low frequency. You ain't unlocked them bad bitches that you want yet. That's why you can't get them. Cause you ain't on that level yet. You gotta keep grinding and hustling and doing what you gotta do for yourself. Then they'll start checking for you because you get on that level. Sis, you want these type of men, you gotta unlock that level. It's not about the money, it's about you got something in you that you gotta fix, that you gotta work on. I promise you this how it works. Bro, I promise you this how it works, man. I promise you. Like Beyonce say, let me upgrade you. Like, you gotta upgrade yourself, bro. And once you get in, and this is going working out. This is called going within, right? What do you do when you work out? You're working physically. You're working on your health. So while working out, this is a form of going within because you're literally working, right? Working out. That is a way that will get you on a higher level. If you get your body all the way in shape, all types of women start looking for you. You see what I'm saying? Now you starting to understand how it works. You feel what I'm saying? Grinding, picking something to focus on. You out here working the 9 to 5, like that's what you trying to do for the rest of your life. You got to get out here and say, yo, I need to figure out what I want to do with my life and work towards that every single day. No matter if you working a job, no matter if you gang banging, no matter if you getting your ass whooped, no matter if you in prison, no matter if you selling dope, whatever you fucking doing in life, You need to have something that you are actually trying to work to every day and put effort into it every day. Bro, I didn't become successful on the internet overnight. And I'm still not near where I want to be on this in my career. But I have become successful enough on the internet where I don't got to worry about shit in my life. My life is taken care of. I'm good. And you know how I did that? It didn't happen overnight. This is 4 years of me constantly putting in this work, no matter what I was going through in life. I was in a humiliation ritual, still going live on TikTok. I was in a motherfucking halfway dead, poison, live on TikTok. I was getting cheated on. I was getting betrayed, all types of shit. Still showing up to TikTok every day with videos. So it doesn't matter, bro. You got to find something that you want and you got to focus in on it. No matter what you're going through. I love y'all back. Because when you are, listen, this is what you got to understand about success. Success is not an easy path to walk through. Life is going to see if you are serious about what you're trying to become successful in. Consistency in this life gives you identity, right? Consistency in this life gives you identity. For example, let's see. I'm gonna see something, right? Let me show you. Let's see something real quick. Right. So give me 1 second, right? Let me show y'all something, bro. And this is something that uh really, really that really, really works, right? When you understand that your consistency turns you into identity. For example, right? Let's talk about this. You want to know how people become great at like sports? People become great because they consistently do it. You want to know like when you train for a fight, the one that trains the hardest becomes the winner, right? Because you completely do it. You do it, right? You got to find something that means something to you and you got to do it every day, bro, until you see the results. Life is going to try to tell you that it's not going to work. Life is going to try to put you in toxic relationships. Life is going to do a lot of shit to see if you're going to keep going. But if you keep going, you're going to take off. Consistency gives you identity, bro. And consistency ain't easy to unlock because there's going to be a lot of times where you don't feel like doing shit. I'm about to give y'all the 10 rules to navigating this reality, yo. Let's go over these 10 rules. We've been in here for a while. Shout out to the chat. Listen to these 10 rules, man. These 10 rules, um, it will help you master this reality. And then we're gonna go over them. Let's talk about it.
All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat, the way you would for chosen ones. Here's a full overview of the 10 rules of the Matrix from the perspective of the soul inhabiting the body. 1. Everything is the matrix. Every thought, action, and experience is part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Nothing is random. Two, energy is currency. Your attention, focus, emotions, and actions are all energy. The matrix pulls from your energy, so protect it like your most valuable resource. Three, observe, don't react. The soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over your reality. Four, frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration: love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy frequency to what you want to manifest. The matrix responds to resonance. Five, see through the layers. The matrix is multi layered. Learn to decode illusions, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. Always look beyond the surface. Six, master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. Seven, recognize NPCs, hijacked and control players. NPCs, unaware players, stuck in loops. Hijacked players, partially aware but influenced by outside forces. Control players, fully aware and capable of navigating and manipulating the matrix. Know who you're interacting with. It affects energy. Eight, protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, manipulative influences, and low frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, or societal traps. Nine, timing is everything. Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Knowing when to act, shift, or manifest is crucial for maximum effect. 10. Codes and frequencies are tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibration. Somebody said, I feel like I'm hijacked. Guys, make sure that you guys, if you just found me, hit subscribe, follow, whatever. Make sure that y'all show back up later on today, around about 4-ish, 5-ish. We'll be breaking down hijack players, control players. We talked about NPCs yesterday. We'll get into the programming, and we'll talk about how to know if you got an agent in your life. You need to know when you got an agent around you, all right? A lot of y'all are about to come into very, very big opportunities. A lot of y'all are about to, a lot of y'all lives are changing in tremendous ways. And you need to know right before you get an upgrade in life, agents come. All right. And so we're going to talk about agent NPCs and how to know when you got an agent around you. All right. Let's go over these rules. Rule number one. Now, guys, these are rules to help you navigate this reality as consciousness the right way. All right. Rule number one. Everything is the matrix. Guys, you got to know this life is not random. You're living in a coded structure. You can see the signs. You can see it when you go outside. You see it. You got to understand that there's nothing random. It's the first layer of awareness. When you come to this understanding of life, life starts to operate differently. You can see the purpose in everything. All right. That girl that's in your life, that dude, they're supposed to be. They're in your life for a reason. You got to see whether it's a blessing or a lesson. You got to see it. All you got is choice in this reality, bro. Your choices is choice and then experience. Choice, experience. Choice, experience. We got to learn how to slow down and really look at our choice. That's why life is like the game of chess, man. You got to be able to foresee what's going to happen if you choose this. Remember that. We are a product of our choices. I'm sitting in front of you today doing what I'm doing because I made choices to be here, do this. Wherever you doing right now, whether you at Amazon working, whether you at motherfucking uh 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 Bahamas right now, it's all based on a choice. You're choosing it. What will you choose next? When you understand that life is everything is the matrix and everything is choice, right? Right? When you understand this, you start being happy and you start taking your choices serious. Somebody said I'm tripping. How? How am I tripping? Are we not living the same? Like you don't have the same,
You don't choose and then experience after you make a choice. How's that tripping? You niggas ain't alive anyway. If I'm tripping, that just means you not really living for real. Your ass dead. You really just walking around dead for real. Your idol is probably motherfucking Young B or some shit, Soldier Boy. It's country ass, dumb ass nigga. All right. No shade to anybody, but I'm just saying you probably idolize dumbass niggas. All right, so number 2, energy is the currency. Right? Somebody said not everyone has a choice. I barely had a voice. You do got a choice. You just let fear take that choice away. Somebody said, bitch, if you do this, I'm gonna kill your ass. And you said, all right, fuck it. We do got a choice. Even if you're in a situation where you feel like you don't, you still do. You're just letting fear control that choice. But you got a choice though. Even if you feel like you don't. You gotta just see that. Because you made choices before you even got into that situation. And sometimes our choices lead us into fucked up situations that make it hard for us to get out. Remember that. I see a lot of people, somebody say, oh my goodness, you're right. I see a lot of people who are in fucked up situations, abusive situations. But what nobody understands is before you got there, the choices that you made led you there. You got to have accountability in this world in order for you to get out of where you at. You know, I was in the worst spot of my life one time, right? I was in Los Angeles. I was in San Fernando Valley, and I was having one of the worst years of my life, man. People were out to get me. I had this crazy ass cult doing things to me. And you know what? I never once blamed anybody for my circumstance because I understood I made the choice to be there. So when these people did what they did, I ain't get mad at them. I got mad at myself because I allowed them to do the shit. And that understanding helped me get the fuck up out of that shit. You feel me? It's all a choice, man. Number 2, energy is the currency. All right? Your attention, focus, and emotions and actions are all energy. Guys, listen. Energy is the currency. And if you want to have money, you got to know what money is. Money is not going to come to you if you don't know what money is. Everybody that's getting money on a crazy level, they understand that money's energy. All these rap niggas, they know that money's energy because they literally perform in front of you and get your energy going. All these singers, entrepreneurs, entertainers, they know money's energy. And money is not everything, right? But money makes life fun because you get to experience a lot of stuff when you got money. If you want money, then you got to know what it is. You just got to understand that money is simply energy. And once you come to that understanding, you'll start protecting your energy, your emotions. You'll start protecting your thoughts. You start protecting or not giving your reactions to people. If you allow people to drain you, you will not get no money. If you allow people to drain you will not get no money. Some of y'all out here taking care of motherfuckers. You got motherfuckers living in your house. They ain't contributing to the rent. They ain't paying for shit. And that my cousin. You don't understand that nigga's draining the fuck out you. Not just your food, energy. It's all energy, bruh. In this life, everything requires an energy exchange. And if you don't understand that, you will not win. Energy is the currency, man. Number 2, observe and don't react. Yo, we talked about this earlier. There are people in your life who only want to get a distraction out of you. Stop allowing people to get that reaction. This life is not permanent, guys. Stop taking everything that people do to you personal. You're gonna leave this shit one day, bro. Stop wasting your time fighting and reacting to shit. A lot of y'all done been in relationships, right? A lot of y'all done been in relationships for years, fighting toxic shit. Why? After that first 6 months, first 3 months, if we can't understand how to coexist and deal with each other, what the fuck are you doing? Stop giving people your reaction. Number 4, frequency dictates reality. Guys, frequency equals mindset. If you got high frequency thoughts, you're gonna have high frequency vibration. It all starts up here. This life is 90% mental. It all starts in the head. Right? Think about this. Everything that I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, started off in somebody's head. I'm sitting right now in my office room, in my home. I'm looking out the window in front of me. There's all these big houses around me, right? This architecture of my neighborhood started off in somebody's head. This life is mental. You riding down the street, Walmart, the cars, the stores. It all started off as a thought in somebody's head. Frequency dictates reality. Your mindset is going to dictate what happens in your fucking life. I need you to understand that. If you go out here with a stupid mindset, you're gonna get stupid results and stupid shit happening to you all the time. Frequency dictates reality. You've helped me so much not to react. I appreciate that. I don't react to nothing, bro. If you want to get a reaction out of me, though, wake me up with some stupid shit. That first 5 minutes of me waking up, I'm not me. I don't have no control over this avatar. You want to get the shit slapped out you? Go ahead and wake me up on some dumb shit. Wake me up out my sleep on some crazy shit, arguing or doing some dumb. I can't promise you that I'm not gonna slap the shit out you. Anybody, kids, women, men. You wake me up on some bullshit, I'm coming like this. I'm telling you, I am not in control of this avatar within that first 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of me waking up. Do not wake me up on bullshit. Swear to God. It goes for anybody. Kids, anybody. But frequency dictates reality, chat. All right. You gotta understand that. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. YouTube, I love y'all. TikTok, I love you. Facebook, I love you. We streaming on all 3 platforms right now. Everybody that's spending their time with me, I really appreciate that. Number 5, see through the layers, man. Yo, you gotta be able to see through the layers. A lot of y'all are in situations right now where you have to see through the layers. Yo, listen, you want to know how I made it through my chosen one Olympics when I was in that humiliation ritual with them crazy ass Los Angeles motherfuckers, them cults and shit from Hollywood and all that, the witches and warlocks? I could see through the layers. I knew certain people that was involved in that shit. I knew who was uh uh really against me and who was really with me. Ba- not based on the shit that they were saying, but me seeing through the layers, being able to understand and decode the illusions. I knew that I could trust certain people. I knew that I couldn't. And this ability was able to save my life. Yeah, the Illuminati tried to sacrifice me, bro. It was crazy. They hit me with a nerve agent. It's so insane. All right. I was in San Fernando Valley. Uh it was so insane. Yeah. They tried to harvest my organs. They wanted to take my heart. It's crazy. I live in Charlotte now, but this was when I stayed in Los Angeles. It was like 2 years ago. It's real out here. Yeah. But I had to be able to see through the layers, bro. And that's what you gotta do in this life. You gotta see beyond the words that people say. All right. Somebody said repeat 3 and 4. Number 3, observe, don't react. A soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over reality. Number 4, frequency dictates your reality. Everything has a vibration: love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy to the frequency that you want to manifest. Number 6, master the observer effect. Charlotte is amazing energetically. Charlotte not a real city, bro. Like Charlotte got a lot of shit going on in the background that's like if you like a nigga outside the matrix, you gonna thrive inside of this type of city. It's like super easy. Real shit. If you outside the matrix and you can see the code, see the patterns, and understand like how life really work, Charlotte is one of them places where, you know what I'm saying, this shit is so is loving. All right. Yeah, Charlotte is a good city, man. It's very diverse. You got a lot of shit to choose from. You know what I'm saying? I can't give it no bad review. Before I stayed here, I lived in Los Angeles, and then I moved to Miami, and then I moved to Charlotte. Um, Charlotte is probably like, as far as like energetically, Charlotte probably got the best energy. It's a safe place. It's like a good frequency type of city. It's only certain shit that's gonna be happening out this motherfucker. Miami is cool, but it's like, I don't know. Miami is just, it's dirty. It's cool though. All right. Um, LA is fun if you're not getting chased around by a fucking cult. Number 6, I lived in I haven't lived in Atlanta, but I visit Atlanta often. Atlanta is cool, but it's not like, I don't know, energetically, Atlanta is weird. Master the observer effect, number 6, right? Yo, in this life, your awareness changes outcomes. Yeah, I want to go to Thailand. That's where I'm going next, right? In this life, your awareness changes outcomes. You gotta observe everything. I got cameras on my house. I can see from all angles. I can observe my neighborhood. And you gotta observe everything, right? Because awareness changes outcomes. If I'm trying to kill you and you have no awareness of it, you're an easy kill. But the moment you know, oh, this nigga plotting to kill me, you can move in a way to make that shit not happen. Awareness changes outcomes. Always be aware. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack players, and control players. Guys, we will talk about that later on today. Make sure you come back at 4. We'll be breaking down NPCs, agents, and hijack players. All right. Number 8, protect your energy. Learn how to avoid shit, bro. Learn how to avoid people who make you feel some type of way. Learn how to avoid situations that are energy drainers. Yes, NPCs are not narcs are NPCs. They just a different type. Right? Here we go, another woke vibrational black nigga. If that's what you see me as, bro, at least I'm not another jackass, gang banging, goofy ass nigga. So protect your energy, man. Understand that, right? Understand, you know, avoid energy drains, right? Avoid that shit. Somebody said, "Can you plan the list?" I can't. You can go watch it. You can go watch that shit though, right? You know what's crazy? If I was at this old age up here promoting dumb shit, niggas will love me so much. But when I say niggas, I'm talking about NPCs, not real people. Number 9, timing is everything, right? Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Yo, learn how to stop, uh, learn how to stop, learn how to stop procrastinating this shit, man. A lot of times, right, you be having shit to go on. You be having things that's gonna go your way. You just keep procrastinating it. You gotta stop procrastinating. You'd already been rich. Learn how to go with your ideas when they hit, right? And number 10, codes and frequencies are tools. Yo, you gotta learn how to use the numbers to manifest. Yo, Facebook, love y'all, man. I catch y'all later. I need my phone. I'm about to tap in with these people with these books. All right. Somebody said women wear earrings. You know, women also be in a nigga chat like a bitch, talking and shit. So you doing some straight up bitch shit anyway. You in my chat talking about the shit that I'm wearing. That's some female behavior. Yo, chat, let's tap in, right? Judging a man on shit that he got on, even complimenting my looks or talking about how I look, that's female behavior anyway. These niggas be coming in telling me I look like another nigga. Like these niggas be gay low key. All right, my viral book. Yo, this my book, chat. All right, need this book, man. This book is gonna teach you how to manifest with the codes, how to use the codes of this reality. Man, this book has helped so many people. I've already made over $1 million off my book independently myself in the last 2 years. You want to get this book? Somebody said this book changed my life. Yo, if you already got this book and it's helping you, drop a 111 in the chat. Now, guys, this book is going to show you how to use the codes. It's going to give you 4 powerful ways to use the codes. All right. Now, guys, let's talk about it. I'm about to prove to you that this works. I don't even, now this book is $50, but before I even tell you how you can get it, let me prove to you that it worked. It's 50 bucks. All right, it requires an energy exchange of $50. If you want to get this energetic tool and start implementing it in your life, start taking over your life today, you need that book. But first, let me prove it to y'all. All right, anybody who's in pain, drop a 1 in the chat. We about to activate the pain code and get rid of your pain. If you're in pain, drop a 1 in the chat. All right, chat, this is what we're going to do. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to focus on the pain. If you're in pain, Close your eyes, focus on the pain. Now, I'm gonna count to three. I'm gonna say one, two, three. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm gonna say pain code, and then us as a collective, as a group, we're gonna say this number together. 23 31 443. We're gonna keep saying that number until the pain leaves your body. All right, let's try it. One, two, three. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code 23 31 443. 23 31 443. You should be saying this code with me, chat. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 20. Somebody said I got chills and it feels good. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. Chat, if this is taking the pain out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If this is taking the pain out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If you're still in pain, keep saying it. As you can see, people have written no pain in the chat. They've taken the pain out their bodies. We can't make this up. We really can't make this up, chat. Right? We really can't make this up. Somebody said that helped my headache. If you're in pain, keep saying it. Yo, listen, you need to get this book, man. You know what I'm saying? This book right here gonna turn you up. If you want to quit that job, if you want to count this money, whatever, that book is gonna help you. All right. If you want to get you a new house, you know what I'm saying? The book is gonna turn you up, man. Everything that I've been able to accomplish, I've been using codes for a long time, bro, and I still use them to this day. This book is only $50. Now, when you purchase this book, not only are you going to receive that book, but you're going to receive all my other books for free. So, not only are you going to get that book, you're going to also receive this book right here. This is called Unlocking Your Power with the Use of Nature. This book right here, this is going to help you unlock your crystalline life structure. Anybody, aka your DNA or DEA, whatever one you want to say, right? Anybody who feels like they have telekinesis, telepathy, or any other spiritual gifts, you need this book. It's gonna show you how to fully unlock that power. All right. Now, this book right here will teach you how to properly moon gaze, sun gaze, ground yourself to the earth, as well as interact with the ocean in the way that you need to unlock your chakras and your spiritual gifts. This is a must-have for anybody who's on that journey. I don't care who you are, where you're from, or your background, this book will unlock you. All right. Not only are you going to receive that book, you're gonna receive this book right here as well. Now, a lot of people they ask me, they say, "Yo, Jay, how do you know all the things that you know about life?" I've been tapping in with the Akashic record since I was 13, 12 years old. All right. This book right here will give you my technique on how I tap in with the Akashic record. All right. If you don't know what the Akashic is, this is literally the informational file cabinets of the universe where all information exists. All right. So if you somebody don't want to tap in with that, this book right here is going to help you. All right. Somebody said it's the link in the bio. Yes, but don't go to the link in the bio and buy them. If you want all of these books for only 50, I'm gonna show you how you can get it. But you can go get the books separately with the link in the bio. You can't do it like that. But if you want to get these books right now on this live, stick around. I'm gonna show you how you can get it. All right. Last but not least, you're gonna receive this book right here. Now, this is a very powerful love spell book. All right. as a chosen one. I just told y'all, I went through a crazy ass situation where these warlocks and witches were doing magic and trying to get me. And this witch had me under a love spell, and it was all this bunch of crazy stuff. All right, so I created this book to level up the playing field because chosen ones do go through that stuff. You might have found yourself in a honey trap, whatever, right? All I ask is that you use this stuff responsibly. I did get these spells from my grandma. She's a full-blooded Cuban woman, very heavy into Santeria. She passed away. Rest in peace to her. But she left a lot of remnants of her teachings and understanding about a lot of stuff for me. And so I took this book and I took her spells and put it into this book. Um, this book will help you. Somebody say I'm Cuban as well. Yes. Shout out to you, baby. Right? So this book right here will help you really combat that. All right. Now, this is very powerful stuff. Use it responsibly and only use it for your goodness, for the good things in your life. All right. Only use this for the good things in your life. Don't use this. Oh, my bad, Ramirez. My bad, bro. I thought that was a female from existence. Shout out to you, bro. My Cuban brother. Right? This book is gonna help you. All right. Um, let's tap in, man. And listen, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I see y'all saying find Jesus and all this dumbass shit. Y'all don't know fucking Jesus, man. You don't know Jesus. You know what I'm saying? What you don't understand is, nigga, I'm basically fucking Jesus. It's a lot of us that's Jesus, dummy. Jesus was just like me, stupid. Do you know how they describe God in the Bible? Like this. It looked like me, nigga. My skin is like brass. My hair is like wool. Y'all niggas is stupid. You don't fucking know Jesus, bitch. You try and be in control. No, I'm not. I am in control. I'm not trying shit. So, chat, man, stop fucking playing. Initiated into IFA in 2007 for sure. You bitch ass dummies don't know fucking Jesus. You wouldn't even know Jesus if he came back and knocked on your door. I'm just being honest. They already, you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate when y'all come in here with that Jesus shit. Jesus would not even fuck with you. Jesus will look at you and be like, man, I ain't fucking with your bitch ass. Fuck out my face. That's what y'all don't even understand. Why y'all think Jesus got killed? He was a problem. You know what I'm saying? He was a problem. That's why they killed him. They couldn't control him. That is even his name, exactly. But I'm just saying, bro. I just really hate when these people come in with this, oh, you need to find Jesus, repent, you're going to hell. And like, bitch, we all Jesus. We operating in this consciousness. Nigga. Y'all don't know Jesus was a nigga. He was from the hood. He was born in a fucking shed, in the manger. Nigga, he's from the ghetto. I'm just being honest. Nigga was born out back in the fucking barn. If that happened today, I'm just saying, bro. Yo, listen. This how you got the. This how you get the books, man. If you want to get these books, it's up to you. It's gonna help you. It's gonna change your life. This is how we do it. So it's $50. All right, for all four of them. How do you get them? We do the energy exchange right here online. So you send the money, you screenshot it, you give me your email, I send you the book, you confirm in the chat that you got it. I don't leave this live until everybody who orders the book receives it. So if you want to get this book, if you live outside the United States, I take PayPal and Revolut. If you live in the United States, I take PayPal, Revolut, Venmo, Chime, Cash App, Zelle, and Apple Pay. All right. If you want to get this book, Drop a 1 in the chat, and I can go ahead and get you the information so you can get it. All right, if you're $50 ready and you want to get it now, drop a 1. It's only ebooks. All right, Nick, send me, DM me your payment method. Huh, nigga? DM me your payment method. V Jackson, DM me your payment method. DM me, Nick. I'm gonna send you the Cash App. Only one Aaliyah, DM me the payment method. Kimmy, DM me the payment method. Sweetness, DM me the payment method that you want to use. I love XXX, bro. I love XXX. All right, DM me if you whatever payment method. Send me a message. I'm gonna give it to you. All right, yo, YouTube. If you want to get the book, come to TikTok right now. Get in my live. Type in J Originator 111. You'll find me. I love y'all, YouTube. I need my phone so I can get these books out. All right, YouTube. If you want to get the books, come over here to TikTok.